And good morning and welcome back to the live morning show presented by Don Bullock Chevrolet. A familiar face and a maybe not so familiar face. I always talk to my guests. Now, have you ever done TV before? And some are like, oh yeah. Some are like, oh gosh, hold my hand, you know. But I got two right here, Spencer Carney and Skip Carney, with us today. Welcome to the show, Skip.
Thanks, Wayne.
You've been here a lot, and Spencer, glad to have you. I just want to give both of you the opportunity to just briefly introduce yourself. Always let the guests do that. Spencer, we'll start with you.
All right, I'm Spencer Carney. I work with Carney & Company. We're here representing Davenport Auto Park today.
All right, awesome. And Skip, like I say, you've been on here quite a bit, so you're a familiar face, but just tell people maybe not have seen you who you are.
Well, I'm Skip Carney. Our company is Carney & Company, and we're happy to be representing Davenport Motors. Neil Nelson and Graham Nelson they wanted to be here, but they had other things that they had to be at today.
That's right.
So we're happy to help tell their story, and I'm happy to be here with you, Wayne.
Well, I'm glad to have you. We're going to be talking about the Community of Life programs, what we're going to start with. It's a program that you guys are going to introduce and talk about your involvement with that. Spencer, we'll start with you. Let us know what it exactly is, the Community of Life program. What does it do?
Yeah, so the Community for Life program, Davenport was founded in 1929, and that's a pretty long time to be part of the community, so they really wanted to just start giving back to the community that's supported them for so long and that they've been a part of for just such a long time. So every month they feature an organization, just a local nonprofit, charity, that kind of thing, and throughout the month, for every new and pre-owned vehicle that they sell, a portion of the proceeds goes to this organization.
Awesome.
And then at the end of the month, they tally it all up and present a check.
And put it all together. Skip, what is your involvement with the program, and how have you seen it, certainly help in the community to have something like this there?
Well, I've been involved in the community through a lot of different organizations, as you have, and back in the day when I was active in the Red Cross, then Neil Nelson and Davenport Auto Park supported the Red Cross. They've always been very involved in the community. One of the things that they did, though, several years ago when they created this Community for Life program is to pick 12 organizations, and actually they let their customers, decide where the money's going to go.
Okay.
And so we've suggested let's feature one organization each month. Boys and Girls Club in May, Pregnancy Care Center in, the Christian Adoption Services in April.
Right, and then another one in June.
A different organization every month.
There you go.
You can see there we donated, actually Davenport donated over $2,000 to the Christian Adoption Services, which is a statewide organization headquartered in Charlotte, but Cheryl Naylor there, that you see pictured, is headquartered here in Rocky Mount.
Okay.
She's an extremely active, hard-working lady, and helps place children with families that want children.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
They just do a super job, and so it's really cool that they could help. A couple $1,000s is a big deal to support that.
Well, it totally is, and one of the things, Spencer, maybe you can comment to this a little bit. When you have people like Graham and Neil, involved in the Community of Life program, it brings a special awareness to some of these groups and organizations that wouldn't be there any other way. Can you talk to that point a little bit? Because a lot of the things that I have done, interviewed on the show, I wasn't aware of these groups. So how important, Spencer, would you say it is from that avenue of making citizens and businesses aware of these groups so that they can support them?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, a big point of the whole Community for Life program is to get the community involved.
Right.
I mean, Davenport's kind of funneling these donations or the proceeds from these sales, but it really helps to raise awareness of these organizations, saying, we're featuring Christian Adoption Services for the entire month of April.
Right.
Here's what they do, and here's why we're supporting them, and May is going to be May is the Boys and Girls Club in the Tar River, and June will be the Lighthouse Home, and there's just all these awesome organizations that are part of the community that we get to help support, and it's just really exciting and really interesting.
Go ahead.
And to your point, Wayne, the Lighthouse Home, I didn't know anything about it until I just heard that that's the nonprofit of the month.
Absolutely.
And it's a new organization that helps women that are struggling with substance abuse.
Right.
It's I think it's a residential home where they actually live while they're learning to to cope without drugs.
Exactly.
And so
exactly.
that's a great organization. There's a tremendous need because we have some serious drug issues in this area.
Yeah, we definitely do. And we had mentioned the last interview that I did a few weeks ago was with the Boys and Girls Club with the tiny turtles on the tar. And what's so interesting about these events is with that one there was a nice little fun there. You see fun little twist to it there. Look at that. I mean, what kid is not going to want to get on the side of the river and watch that? So you have the exciting element to this. Mm-hmm. You have families involved, and like you say, that awareness. So Skip, what has it meant to you as someone that is I know you're very involved in the community, to see the excitement that comes from this and how it translates into saying, hey, I want to participate. I want to help these organizations grow and succeed as a community member. What have you seen from the community support?
Well, this tiny turtle thing, they originally started off with 2,000 turtles, thinking, okay, that's a lot of turtles. Well, guess what? They had to get another 1,000 because there was so much interest.
That's awesome.
So many people. Awesome. And we're happy to say that Davenport helped, and you guys helped create awareness.
Yep.
In fact, the day that the Boys and Girls Club was on your show, that day, the website blew up. Orders for turtles, people wanted to be involved.
Awesome.
It was a big deal.
Well, that makes me feel good.
And it should, because it's all about the community and spreading the word about what's going on. And it is fun, and we're in a time right now where you need more fun.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do.
We put 3,000 turtles in the water, and
that's
somebody,
awesome.
what did all we give away, Spencer? There was a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so we ran a campaign on social media on Facebook where people could submit names, because Davenport sponsored 10 turtles. They adopted these 10 turtles, and so people could submit a name.
Okay.
And then everyone who submitted a name got entered into a random drawing for a car detailing. And then the top 10 winners, we all voted on the names. We had a poll on Facebook and everything, and the top 10 winners got a free oil change.
All right. Hey, look, the word everybody likes to win something.
That's right.
Everybody
That's
likes
right.
to win. But the important thing is, that to educate yourself about these groups and these causes. Now, also in May, we just recently saw Nash County Teacher of the Year. One of the things that is really big is our teachers and our educators. They have been through, the students and the teachers both have been through so much in the last year and a half with COVID. Talk a little bit about this award and what we saw here introduced this winter.
You're looking at Cleandria Boone, and she's an elementary teacher in Nash County and is the Teacher of the Year. There were 28 schools. Did you know that there are 28 schools in the Nash County system?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
So
I did not know that was that many.
And there was a Teacher of the Year at every school.
You're right.
And then they all
district-wide one or whatever.
Yeah, they were selected. And Cleandria was chosen as the Teacher of the Year. And in addition to the other accolades, Davenport presented her with a free use of a Honda Accord, brand new 2021
how about
Honda
that?
Accord for 12 months, and she came out to get it that day and loved it. In fact, we've got a little clip of Graham Nelson making the presentation to Cleandria. That was pretty cool.
All right, let's check that out.
I teach second grade. I teach all general subject areas to second grade students at Williford Elementary School. I am completing my 15th year of teaching now, and it has been an absolute honor to just be able to teach kids and know that I'm making a difference.
In order for us to reward excellence in the classroom, we feel like giving a car away to someone is a way to promote excellence, and they're teaching our future leaders.
Just to know that what I'm doing is being recognized, that in itself just pushes me forward to want to do even more.
It makes me want to be a teacher.
I mean, well,
a good teacher.
I was like, but Spencer, I'll ask you this question. All of us, and Skip as well, can probably think back to a teacher or two or three, I don't know however many, that really had a profound impact. And so to see an award like this to such a deserving candidate, probably, it probably brings back memories of you're, having great teachers. So what do you think something like that means to the teachers and also the community to see someone like that recognized in that capacity?
Absolutely. Well, teachers really are just such a great influence. I mean, next generations are our future and all that, but it's great to recognize that you're having an impact and you're doing great work, and we're really excited about that.
Absolutely.
A good teacher can inspire. And I saw that with Spencer Grace, particularly when she got to college. She was actually homeschooled, so she had the best teacher of all.
There you go.
For 12 years.
There
That was
you
her
go.
mom.
That's right. Can't beat that.
But when she got to college, there were teachers that just inspired her, gave her visions of what could be.
Absolutely.
And that's what I saw in Cleandra when we talked to her that day. She loves what she's doing. I mean, with a passion that she can't even describe.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing, I do remember teachers from my childhood that I have a picture of them today.
Absolutely, I
and
do
the
too.
impact that they had on me. And so,
Absolutely, I do too.
a great teacher can make the difference between a kid making it or not making it.
And they definitely can. And so and I think that it's important for us as leaders and as parents and grandparents and things like that to express that to our children and have them taught to show these teachers that proper respect. Now, so as we're moving in, like you say, we've been focused for the month of May, the Community of Life program focused on the Boys and Girls Club. That is such a huge part of our community as well. I hear all the stories about the different things that they do to try to empower and teach these youth proper principles as well. You probably can't say enough about them and Ron Green and just the amazing work that he and his staff do. But in June, which will be coming up in about a week, you briefly mentioned, Skip, the Lighthouse Home. What can you tell us about it? Like I say, you said you hadn't heard about it. Many people may not have heard, and as we mentioned, the Community of Life program is built to have awareness on more of these groups. What can you tell us about the Lighthouse Home?
Not a whole lot. I'm assuming that the location is not public.
Right.
But it's, of course, in the area.
Right.
And I know that I help people with, it is for women.
Right.
Recovering from drug addiction. What else do you know, Spencer?
That's kind of the extent of it, yeah.
I tell you one thing that's really cool, because I just bought a car from Davenport.
Okay.
And at the end of the process, as we're filling out the paperwork, my salesman handed me a sheet that had all of the 12 nonprofits that are part of the program this year.
Yeah.
And he said, we're going to donate some money to whichever organization you pick.
How about that?
And so it's not just the ones that I don't know are on there. The ones I do know are on there. And it's an opportunity to ask questions and also to help direct where the money's going to go.
That's right.
And so we don't know what the total is yet for the Boys and Girls Club, but that we'll know very soon.
Okay.
So very soon we'll be making a presentation to Ron Green for that.
Right.
And at the end of June there'll be a presentation made to the Lighthouse group.
Now, how can people that, as you mentioned, watch this show religiously each day, and if they want to be a part of the Community of Life program, or just where can they go? Websites, Facebook pages, anything like that? Email addresses to either get more information or ask how they can be directly involved. What information can you provide to the audience for that?
I would love for them to go by the dealership and talk to the folks there.
All right.
But there is a Facebook page where a lot of activity is posted.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, and you can just visit our website, davenportauto.com, and there is a Community for Life page that they can visit and learn more about the program and see, what's the calendar for the rest of the year, who's coming up.
All right.
That way they can plan out when they want to buy their cars.
Awesome. Spencer and Skip Carney have been my guests. Anything either of you would like to say as we wrap up the segment?
Well, thank you for having us on today, and appreciate what you guys do, because this is with media the way it is now, we lose the local touch with a lot of the information that's out there.
True.
And you need people need to know what's going on in their local community. So
Locally,
what
yeah.
you guys do is very important, I think, and I thank you, and I appreciate you having us on.
Well, we are glad to do it. You guys are always welcome. When we return, I will give us the final. We don't have our weatherman anymore. You know, Fred has moved, and so I am the interim weatherman, Skip. And I notice I didn't say meteorologist because I'm not going to use that. No way I would consider myself that. But I'll come back and give the final look at weather. Take a few more of your phone calls at 407-1111. You've been watching the live morning show with Spencer and Skip Carney. Thank you guys for being here. We'll be right back after this final break. Stay with us.